Hey scrubs, this is my first how to play a specific hero tutorial. The first hero that I'm going to be talking about is Tinker. Let's start from counter picking. Tinker has one spell that deals pure damage, and two spells that deal magic damage. First spell will make you miss for 4.5 seconds at level 4. Second spell will do 350 magic damage to anyone in 2500 area that is in vision of Tinker, and his third skill will zone you out of the lane. His ultimate refreshes all of his skills and most items. He doesn't have an escaping mechanism in the early game. He split pushes by blinking in trees, using March of Machines 2 times and keeping away to safety. So what does that mean? That means that you need to gank him in the early game as much as you can, because if you don't, he is going to farm and split push rapidly. Mid heroes that counter Tinker the most are Arc Warden, Invoker, and Meepo. Tinker's biggest problems are mini stuns and magic immunity. I have the most problems with Clockwork. When I'm playing Tinker, he can get vision with Rocket Flare, use Hawk Shot, Battery Assault, Power Cogs, and for the end, Blade Mail. 3 of Tinker's abilities have a really long cast point, so he cannot do much about Battery Assault. The least expensive way to get out of Power Cogs would be to buy Force Staff. Invoker is the best lane counter, mostly because of Cold Snap. Tinker is a really hard Pokemon to catch while he's split pushing. Heroes that have the best Pokeballs for catching Tinker, except for Clockwork, are Storm Spirit, Spectre, and Budge. Storm Spirit because he can jump to creep on that Tinker, is teleporting with Ball of Lightning, and immediately cancel his blink. Then he silences Tinker with Orchid and finishes him. Spectre can use her ultimate, use Reality and Spectral Dagger. If Tinker uses Ghost Scepter, then she will purge it. If he uses Laser, then she can use both Purge and Manta to debuff the miss. Tinker usually won't be able to teleport away, because Spectre deals too much damage to him. Pudge, because he can blink to the creep on that Tinker is teleporting, use Rot to cancel his blink, and afterwards use Dismember and Hook to bring him to death. Jugger is a really hard counter for Tinker, because he can cancel Tinker's blink with Blade Fury. Healing Ward can heal everybody in his team, while Tinker is spamming rockets, and the only thing that Tinker can do about Omnislash is to use Ghost Scepter, but if Jug has Diffusal Blade, that won't work. That's it for counter picking. Let's get to the best Tinker skill builds now. Skill builds are very situational, but those are 3 main ones. First skill build. 3 levels of laser, 2 levels of rockets, 2 levels of march. You need to have your ultimate at level 8 almost every time, because you can TP base anytime you want with travels, and so that you can refresh your third skill whenever you want. After getting 1 level of your ultimate, I recommend you to max your third, second and for the end first skill. After those 3 spells are maxed, get the second level of ultimate, then stats, and if you have mana problems, then it would be better to get last level of ultimate between levels 17 and 19. Second skill build. Max March, Laser, and then Rockets. Don't get even 1 level of your rockets until level 9, if you think that you aren't going to have enough mana for it. Never get travels first. If you are maxing March, always get Boots of Speed after Bottle, and then Soul Ring. You will need Soul Ring before Boots of Travel, to take stacked camps faster with March of Machines. Third skill build. Similar to the previous one, difference is that in this skill build you are going to get 1 level of laser, 2 levels of rockets, maxed march and 1 level of ultimate at level 8. I almost forgot to say, start using March of Machines as soon as you get to the second level of that ability. That spell is really useful for zoning the enemy mid laner. It is your choice what skill build do you want to go for. Getting early levels of laser and rockets are good if you want to be aggressive. Maxing March is better if you want to play defensively. Let's head on to the item builds now. Both skill and item builds are situational on every hero, and so on Tinker. You should start with Null Talisman, Fairy Fire, Clarity and to shared tangos in almost every game. If you think that Zeus is going mid, then you can get yourself Magic Stick or Magic Wand. After spending your starting gold, item you always want to get is Bottle. It gives you a lot of lane sustain, and it will increase your healing speed in Fountain by a lot. You must get Boots of Speed to do rotations faster. By rotations I have meant to say getting runes, ganking, and stacking camps. It's better to get Soul Ring before Boots of Travel, only when you are maxing March. Always buy Blink after you finish Boots of Travel. That item will give you better ability to farm, gank, split push, and escape. Dagon can be good versus heroes that you can burst down easily. Remember that you will not need to sell Null Talisman to buy this item. You can use Talisman to buy Veil of Discord too. Buy this item if your team has a lot of magical damage spells. Ghost Scepter isn't the best item for Tinker because laser can make you miss for up to 4.5 seconds. However, you can buy that item if you want to go shotgun build with Dagon 5 and E-Blade. E-Blade can be used to save someone as well. Aetherlands increases your health regeneration, mana pool, cast range of laser, march of machines, and most items that you will buy after that. Scepter gives Tinker a lot of stats, laser bounces on all nearby heroes, and rockets can hit maximum of 4 heroes. It will have the most impact in team fights, so if you want to take team fight, then go for that item. After Blink/Blink and Aetherlands, Scytherverse is always good. A lot of mana and mana regeneration. Gives you an ability to disable someone for more than 10 seconds if noon interrupts you or saves the hero that you are hexing. I don't recommend you to get Yules, it costs too much mana. Octarine is not that great, costs too much. Cooldown reduce doesn't really matter because Tinker can already refresh all of his abilities and most items. Tinker won't lose even 1 health in most fights, so spell lifesteal isn't good either. Force is situational. You will need it to escape from Clockwork, Ricky and some other heroes as well. Isn't too expensive, gives you 10 int and costs only 25 mana to use. You can get Shiver if you have problems with Jukas, because Shiver will give you an ability to find them in trees, slow them and deal 200 more damage. It passively provides 30 int, 15 armor and an aura that slows their attack speed by 45 as well. BKB is an item that helps against heroes such as Nyx, Ember Spirit, Sand King, Clockwork, or any other hero that can get near Tinker and try to disable him in team fights. Remember that you can't refresh its cooldown. Get Manta if you are playing against Silencer or any other hero that can silence you. You shouldn't get this as one of your first items. The items that you should usually have in the latest of late game are Boots of Travel 2, Hex, Bloodstone, Dagon 5, Ethereal Blade and Blink Dagger. You can swap E-Blade with Scepter and Dagon 5 with Force Staff, Shiver, or some other situational items. Comment down below what hero do you want to see next in my How to Play series. Remember to subscribe and leave a like on this video, because everyone who leaves a like on this video is going to get 12 slotted in next Tinker game. Bye.